Men, I am afraid I went too far. The other day I made a video just sharing with you guys, how you can improve by focusing on your biggest challenge. And in the video, I talked about focusing on the biggest challenge in your health, focusing on the biggest challenge in your marriage, focusing on the biggest challenge in your business. And those are all good, but I took it too far. And what I realized is that I should not have had you think about the biggest problem in your marriage, think about the biggest problem in your business or your finances, because you are the biggest problem. And if we don't first start with ourself, with our health, whether that's our physical health, but more importantly, our mental health and how we see ourselves, and I would include spiritual health, how we see the world around us. If we don't start there, we're never going to improve. We're never going to fix our marriage. We're never going to improve or fix our business or financial situation. It's that simple. If we don't start with ourselves, everything else in our world will not improve. We must improve ourselves. We must improve the way we think about ourselves, the way we see ourselves. Because the way we see ourselves is how we see our wives, is how we see our businesses, and how we see our finances, how we see the other people in the world. So, I went too far. So I want to encourage you all to take a step back. Because if you're like me, you went straight into, how can I improve my marriage? And I did this. And when my wife said she's done, she wanted to leave me, this is exactly what I did. I overlooked the simple fact I'm sharing with you today, in that it wasn't my marriage that needed fixing. It wasn't my business. It was me. It was how I saw myself, how I was showing up, and how I needed to be present and actually believe and know who I was, know why I was here, and know that at the end of the day, it didn't really matter whether my wife wanted to leave me or not. Because I had shifted my focus. I had shifted my focus away from myself, my purpose, my calling, to focus on the things that were outside of my control. And it wasn't until months later when I started to realize this that I needed to started to take care of myself, started to look at how I was seeing myself before my marriage started improving, before my business started improving, and the way I saw the world around me started improving. So, again, I encourage you, don't focus on your marriage, don't focus on your business, focus on yourself first. Because if you don't focus on yourself and improve yourself first, everything else is going to continue as status quo, or it's going to get worse. So, I ask, what is the biggest challenge you're facing? What is the biggest roadblock? What is your biggest fear? When you can identify that within yourself, within your mind, within your heart, within your body, then you can start attacking that. Then you can start improving in that area. And as you improve, you will see other areas of your life begin to improve. Because until you truly improve yourself, until you transform the way you think about yourself, transform who you believe you are, and understand who you are within God and who God tells you that you are, everything else is just going to continue. It's going to continue as status quo or continue to deteriorate until there's nothing left. So what is the biggest challenge, the biggest roadblock, the biggest fear you are facing? When you can identify it, you can overcome it. Again, if you need help, I would gladly have a conversation with you to help you identify what your challenges are, what your roadblocks are, what your fears are, what you're holding on to that God is telling you to let go of so you can grow, transform, and eternally expand. You need this, man. Growth and transformation doesn't happen without it. God bless, and I love you.